everyone, welcome to Vaishai's YouTube channel and to the CSAT Quantitative Aptitude Topic-Wise Previous Year Question Series. We are in the episode 10 of CSAT Quantitative Aptitude Topic-Wise Series. So we have done few videos. If you have not watched them, go to the playlist of CSAT Previous Year Questions in the Vaishai's YouTube channel. Watch them and come back to this video. So let's start today's topic. So in today's topic we are going to do some questions from the permutation and combinations, the questions from where the previous year questions are asked. Okay, this area is very important for the exam point of view because at least 2 or 3 questions every year appears from this chapter, and this is easier to the students who are like understanding the logic behind each sum. But if you're not understanding, it will become tough. Okay, but if you practice more and more questions from this concept, you can easily solve this question and gain marks. So let's start the video. First question: a student has to opt for 2 subjects out of 5 subjects for a course, namely commerce, economics, statistics, mathematics 1 and mathematics 2. Okay, mathematics 2 can be offered only if mathematics 1 is opted. So they have given the condition that M2 can be opted only if you take the M1. Okay, the number of different combinations of 2 subjects which can be opted are, so there is no conditions for the first 4 subject, but coming to the fifth subject can be obtained only when the 4th subject is opted. This is the condition they have given. So from the first 4 combinations we have to pick the 2 subjects, so 4C2 plus one combination, that is M1 and M2. Okay, there is only one combination that is possible with the fifth subject, that is M1 and M2. So 4C2 plus 1 is the total number of combinations of opting the 2 subjects. So 4C2 is nothing but 4 into 3 by 1 into 2 plus 1. So 2 2 is 4, 3 2 is 6 plus 1 7. So there are 7 different combinations through which you can pick the 2 subjects out of this given 5 subjects by including the condition that mathematics 2 can only be offered if mathematics 1 is chosen. So 7 is the answer for the question number 1, that is C. Question number 2. There are 5 tasks and 5 persons. Task 1 cannot be assigned to either person 1 or person 2. Task 2 must be assigned to either person 3 or person 4. Every person is to be assigned one task. In how many ways can the assignment can be done? Okay, they're asking how many ways assignment can be done. So they have given task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4 and task 5, right? So they have given task 1 cannot be assigned to either 1 or 2. Okay, let's take the conditional statements first. So they have given task 2 must be assigned to either person 3 or person 4. So task 2 can be assigned to either person 3 or 4. It means that there are 2 ways that are possible in the task 2. Either person 2 can be opted, either person 3 can be opted. So there are 2 combinations that are possible in the task 2. And coming to the task 1, they have given task 1 cannot be assigned to either person 1 or person 2. So they have given person 1 and person 2 cannot be participating in the task 1. So person 3 can participate, person 4 can participate and person 5 can also participate in the task 1. But from among 3 and 4 already one person is given to the task 2. So 1 person will be remaining from 3 or 4 and 1 person, that is 5. So 1 from the 3 and 4, 1 and other is 5. So there are 2 persons possible in the case of task 1. So task 1 is also 2. And coming to the other 3 tasks, 3 persons are remaining. So for the T3, that is task 3, 3 combinations are possible, and for task 4, 2 combinations are possible, and as it is task 5, 1 combination is possible because 3 persons are there, 3 tasks are there. So remaining persons, that is 3 to 1, can be substituted in it. So if you calculate this sum, 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 1, these are the different combinations. 4 3 is a 12, 12 2 is a 24. So 24 is the answer for the question number 2, that is C. Okay, option C is correct for question number 2. A selection is to be made from one part of the principal and two posts of the vice principal. Amongst the 6 candidates called for the interview, only 2 are eligible for the post of principal, while there are eligible for post of the, while all other are the eligible for the post of vice principal. The number of possible combination of selectees is, okay, they have given that there is 1 post vacant for the principal post and 2 posts which are vacant for the vice principal post, and there are how many members, 6 candidates coming for the interview. Okay, but there are only 3 posts, that is 1 compulsory for the principal and 2 compulsory for the vice principal. So they have given there are only 2 persons who are eligible for the post of the principal. So from among the 2, we have to choose 1 for the principal post. Okay, if you choose 1 from 6, 5 will be remaining, right? From this 5, we have to choose 2 members for the vice principal post. Okay, I'll repeat the statement. They have given that only 2 persons are eligible for the post of the principals. So from the 2, there is only 1 seat available. From the 2 persons, we have chosen 1. Okay, from the 6 persons, if we are choosing 1, 5 will be remaining. So from among the 5, as there are 2 posts available for the vice principals, we are choosing 2, 5C2. So total number of combinations are 2C1 into 5C2, that is 2C1 is 2, 5C2 is nothing but 5 into 4 by 2. Okay, if you cancel 2 and 2, 5 4's 20. 20 is not mentioned in the option, so answer is none of the above. Okay, none of the above, that is 20. If at all 20 is there, 20 would have been the answer. But it's not there, so none is the answer. For the question number 3, D is the correct option. Question number 4. In a question paper, there are 5 questions to be attempted, and answer to each question has choices true or false. It is given that no 2 students have given the answers to the 5 questions in identical sequence. Find this for this to happen, the maximum number of candidates is. Okay, they have said that 5 questions are there. For each question, there are 2 choices, right? Okay, for the question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4 and question 5 are there. Okay, for each question 2 choices are there, means 2 types of possibilities are there for each question. So if you calculate this, 2 power 5 can be the possibility. Okay, 2 power 5 is nothing but 32. But if the 33rd person is added, then the sequence again repeats. The sequence of 2 to 2 gets repeated. So 32 is the correct answer. 32 numbers are the maximum number of candidates. So option D is correct for question number 4. Question number 5. A rock archery target of diameter 1 meter is marked with 4 scoring regions from the center outwards as red, blue, yellow and white. The radius of the red band is 0.20. The width of the remaining bands is equal. If the archeries throw arrows towards the target, what is the probability that arrows fall in the red region of the archery target? Okay, let's draw the diagram. They have said the round archery target consists of 1 red. Okay, next one is the blue. Okay, next one is the yellow. Okay, and the last one is the white. It is in this way. Okay, sorry. So this is the, I hope so you are able to see this white one. So this is last one is white. Okay, red, blue, yellow and white. Okay, it is in this way. So they have given the radius of the red band as 0.20 centimeters. 0.20 meters, and the width of the remaining bands are equal, and they have given that the total diameter of this archery target is 1 meter. 1 meter is nothing but its radius will become 1 meter means 0.50 meters. The radius of the total archery target becomes 0.50 meters. So they are asking what is the probability that the arrow falls in the red region of the archery target. So what is the probability? Probability is nothing but possibilities by the total outcome, right? So possibility is if it falls into the region of red, so we have to take the red area. Probability is red area by the total area. The area which is occupied by red by the total area is nothing but the probability of this particular given condition. So if you solve, the red area is 0.20 centimeters. Let me erase this all. The probability of red area is nothing but pi r square by pi r square. This r is for the red area. R is radius for the red area is 0.20 meters, and the whole radius, archery target's radius, is 0.50 square. So pi gets cancelled and points get cancelled. So 2 square is 4 by 5 is 25. 4 by 25 is nothing but 0.16. So 0.16 is the correct answer, correct probability for the question. So option C is correct. Question number 6. A bag contains 20 balls, 8 balls. So from this 20 balls, 8 balls are green, 7 are white and 5 are red. What is the minimum number of balls that must be picked up from the bag blindfold without replacing of it to be assured of picking at least one ball of each color? So they have given that there are 20 balls, among which 8 are green, 7 are white and 5 are red. So at least one should be picked up. This is the question. So if you initially pick up the 8 balls, so you have to listen, be careful with the condition. They have told that to be assured of picking at least one ball. So we are not taking the consideration of other things. Initially let us think that in the first 8 attempts 8 balls are picked up. So 8 chances are over. Okay, in the 9th chance it is obvious that white will be obviously picked up. So there are 7 chances, but after the 8 plus 7, that is 15th chances, 16th should be obviously the red one. So 16th probability, if you are picking up for the 16th time, it will be obviously red. This is the ideal condition. So 16th will be obviously red. You don't need to pick up the 17th balls. Already one red will be already picked up. So 8 plus 7 plus 1 are the assured number of picking at least one ball of each color. So total number of chances is 16. 16 is the correct answer for question number 6. So last question of the day. If 2 boys and 2 girls are to be arranged in a row so that the girls are not next to each other, how many possible arrangements are there? So let's take the boys. Okay, suppose here boy is there, leaving a gap, here is also boy. So there are only 2 ways that boys can be seated. So let's write 2 ways aside. So there are 2 ways, and there are 3 girls but there are 3 spaces. There are 2 girls but there are 3 spaces left out. So here one and here one. 3 spaces and 2 girls are there. So we can say that into 3 girls can be placed in 3C2 ways in 2 types of arrangements. Okay, in 2 ways they can be seated. If you solve this question, 2 into 3C2 is nothing but 3 into 2. That is nothing but 3 4s 12. So answer is 12 for the question number 7. That is option C. So we have done with the video today. We have done with the lecture. So let's meet with another video in the next class. We'll be doing the part 2 of the permutation and combination. Let's meet in that video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Keep smiling.